listen, she's a beautiful young lady. And there's a lot of beautiful young ladies in the WNBA. But when you do that, you can't come down the line and complain about being objectified later on. It's not going to work with people. Whether it's right or wrong, it's not going to work. And when you do stuff like that and you're drawing attention to yourself because of that, that can be problematic for you.
Imagine that it is New Year's Eve. Angel Reese shares a picture that emphasizes, "Look at me," above "Game on." The internet blows up, and not in a positive manner. Reese's social media goes dark as soon as Stephen A. Smith goes off. However, this is the million-dollar query. Was it worthwhile?
Here's the part that I like about the backlash. Clearly, it's something that a lot of people can't take. So if it's something that you can't take, maybe you shouldn't expose yourself to the backlash and provoking the backlash.
Reese's journey from WNBA rebounding leader to Instagram banishment serves as a warning to athletes worldwide. We're not only here to dissect it, so don't worry. Smith called up Reese's attention-seeking behavior without holding back. Behavior and drawing comparisons between her and Caitlin Clark, who is always professional. You won't believe what he said. Discusses Reese's need for attention and how it's impacting her WNBA prospects. Are you prepared?
Come on.
Oh. Especially when the comparison is going to be drawn to Caitlin Clark, who isn't doing such things. That might not be fair. I'm not saying it is. And you certainly have the right to dress how you want and to do what you want and to live your life. But people have a right to have their opinions about what you put on display. And if they don't like it and they believe that it's not the right thing for you to be doing when you talk about building your brand, I don't know how you can argue that, Tori.
As midnight approaches, Angel Reese is set to ring in 2025 in a stunning gown. But her admirers, they weren't overly excited about this performance. Reese likely thought she would break when she uploaded this video to Instagram, the internet. Rather, it was a huge failure. The blowback was swift and severe. We're discussing remarks that would make anyone shudder. What were you thinking? Even her ardent admirers asked. That's when you realize you made a mistake.
Up.
My daughters are fully aware. Daddy had better damn well not see an outfit like that on social media. Nah, I ain't judging Angel Reese. Live your life. I'm talking about my daughters.
Right.
I promise you. I better not see that. Hey, they could be in college in LA, in Boston, or anywhere in between. Daddy would drop the mic, hop in the car, on the plane, or wherever. That ain't gonna happen. You said, I'm not having it. That's me.
What, then, caused everyone to become so agitated? Imagine Reese wearing a dress that hardly covered anything, strutting and posing in ways that made people look twice. This was not your typical New Year's. Attire at IT was supposed to draw attention, and it certainly did. Reese's social media went silent as the situation intensified. Suddenly, her Instagram disappeared. IT vanished in an instant.
She deleted her Instagram, and that's the most important part about all of this, because clearly she's uncomfortable with some of the backlash that she's getting because she deleted her Instagram.
Here, let's be truthful. This is more than simply a dress. IT concerns a young athlete who may have recently suffered a personal injury. Pictured in the realm of sports, Reese's age of 22 is sufficient to know better. Everyone is now curious about what's Reese's next. However, Stephen A. Smith offers his opinion before we can even catch our breath, and believe me, you'll want to hear his thoughts on Reese's surprise for the new year.
Let's call it what it is. I am not trying to say that she should be criticized or she is wrong. What I'm saying is by pulling it down, clearly you felt there was something wrong with it.
When Stephen A. Smith joins the conversation, you can tell it's serious. And boy, did he have some ideas about Angel Reese's stunt for the new year. Smith didn't only remark, he treated Reese like a disgruntled father. It's a doozy, so let's analyze his response.
Yes, you are 22. Yes, you are young. And there's a lot of things that we didn't want people to know about when we were her age. Fair enough, especially me, okay? Because I'm 30 plus years removed from that age. I got that part. There was no social media then or whatever. But here's my point to you. She knows this social media. She is not dumb. She's quite a brilliant young lady. She's very smart, very accomplished. And on top of it all, she is in this age where she does know social media exists. And she has exploited it to her advantage. And so when you take that into consideration, that means you're mindful of the imagery and the perception that you're assisting in creating about yourself.
First of all, Smith exposed Reese's double standard and hypocrisy more quickly than you could say. He made the observation. You cannot later claim that you were objectified. That will definitely leave a mark. But hold on, there's more. Smith was not going to absolve Reese of any responsibility. This is when things start to get interesting. Smith made the decision to engage in a brief game of contrast and comparison, who emerged as the shining example of how to manage your brand. Caitlin Clark, of course. Yes, that Caitlin Clark, the person who has been dominating both on and off the court without a bit of controversy.
Here's what I have a problem with, Tori. Angel Reese, in doing the things that she has done, let's face reality. She's going to be attached to Caitlin Clark to some degree. If Angel Reese had never waved her hand in her face when LSU was beating Iowa for in the Final Four of the national championship, if that hadn't happened, Angel Reese's name might not be as big.
Smith didn't pull any punches when he said,
But what's not debatable is the fact that Caitlin Clark has handled her branding extremely well. Whereas with Angel Reese, sometimes you find yourself scratching your head and wondering what the hell she's doing. Like that photo right there.
What a clear-cut analogy. While Reese is, well, Clark is out here creating an empire. Here's the problem, though. Smith's criticism extends beyond a mere eye-catching image. Reese's priorities are being questioned by him. Is she an influencer or an athlete? Is she able to be both? It resembles seeing a high-stakes tug-of-war over identity. And it appears that Reese is now losing.
You have to be cognizant that no matter how you step out of your house, you are now Angel Reese. And you will always be picked apart, unfortunately. It comes with the crown. You're a queen. You're beautiful, So you just have to remember that if you aren't ready for the scrutiny, if you're not ready for the heat, then, you just got to be mindful that what comes with it. You have to be mindful with what comes with it.
Smith's visitor added fuel to the fire by speaking up. What do they think? Reese is in dire need of attention, any focus. While the rest of the sports world tries to concentrate on real games, she seems to be playing a game of Notice Me. I don't think it's a terrific look. This is where things start to get serious. According to Smith, this might have an impact on Reese's WNBA career. Are clubs keeping an eye on this? They are. You can bet your bottom dollar when he said, when you do anything like that and draw attention to yourself, which may cause you problems.
It might have been a right or wrong decision depending on what she feels or what other people feel. I'm just saying that what's inescapable is that even though she's not Caitlin Clark, she's going to be reminded she's not Caitlin Clark with every good thing that Caitlin Clark does, because that was her number one nemesis, in a lot of people's eyes, number one.
For a moment, let's be honest. Your reputation in the world of professional sports is based on more than simply your performance on the court. It also has to do with how you present yourself. Additionally, Reese's off-court shenanigans are currently overshadowing her performance. What is the takeaway? Smith says Reese has to choose what she wants to be recognized for: her Instagram game or her game. She must make this difficult decision quickly, because a star from yesterday can become a star today in the fast-paced world of professional sports. Cautionary tale: accounts were terminated faster than you could say.
Number two, she was seen doing various interviews and what have you, talking about threats, talking about insults, crying about how people were coming at her with such venom and hostility, particularly in her last year at LSU, before she ultimately graduated to the pros. She brought up all of these things, which means she was aware of it. And if you're aware of it, you have to understand that that's going to be part of the judgment that comes against you, fair or unfair. That's what I'm saying, Tori.
What will happen to Angel Reese next? Will she heed Smith's advice and concentrate on her game? Or will she intensify the attention-seeking actions? Time will tell, but one thing is certain: she now has the upper hand. Now, let's discuss the excellent example Smith used to compare Reese to. If you've reached this point, and remember to like, subscribe, and enable all notifications if you're enjoying the video. We are aware that viewing this video requires. We are grateful for part of your time. Now let's get back to the action.
Caitlin Clark, the reason I bring up Caitlin Clark is because they're attached at the hip with one another, which means they're ultimately going to be compared, Tori. And when you look at Caitlin Clark is balling. She's a rookie of the year. She was one of the finalists for the league MVP honors as a rookie, breaking all types of records. She should have been on Team USA. She didn't choose to play in an unrivaled league. Her brand building has been incredibly impressive.
Caitlin Clark is having the time of her life, while Angel Reese is causing trouble. These two stars are the best. Distinct, for good cause, Clark has been very busy. She recently spoke at a Massachusetts Women's Forum, participated in the podcast with football legends Jason and Travis Kelce, and even won Many Athlete of the Year honors. Oh, and she has visited the gym several times with Stephanie White, the new head coach. Clark isn't just talking big, she's actually making it happen. The contrast is astounding. Reese is using social media issues, whereas Clark is out there taking action, discuss various priorities.
Well, we have to remember one thing. She's not Caitlin Clark. And we can't ask her to be anyone else besides herself. And especially not right here. We're not going to do that. We want you to be you. We love seeing the great parts of your journey. But we also have to remember she's 22 years old.
This story is being loved by the media. IT resembles a live-action sports film. Clark is being commended for how she performs both on and off the court. Reese? That's another matter. Though, let's examine Clark's actions. She's creating something genuine. She's smart, charming, and full of game, while Reese's drama is the talk of the town. Clark's children are inspirational. She's demonstrating to girls that they don't need drama to be respected and successful.
We understand that everybody's got their own taste, their own flavor, and certainly their own rights. But there are other people that's going to exercise their rights to be ultra critical about it. And then I'm not even talking about the outfit that Angel Reese has worn. I'm talking about the overall pressure of having to be compared as a brand to somebody who's conducting their branding with near perfection. That's what I'm saying. She's going to have to deal with that, Tori, whether she likes it or not.
How you handle celebrity is important in sports. Clark is demonstrating the process to everyone. Controversy is not necessary to stay current with talent, diligence, and composure. It's obvious how these two differ from one another. Clark's passion is basketball. There are other reasons why Reese is in the news. Ultimately, it's about managing pressure, celebrity, and accountability. Clark is demonstrating that being a celebrity doesn't have to include trouble, and that's the type of victory that endures.
The bosses are always watching. Whether directly or indirectly, there's always eyes on you. Okay? And so you could be in a nice dress. You could be on a red carpet. You could be on the beach on vacation or whatever. What you post is what they're paying attention to because they're trying to measure what your intentions are based off of what they see.
Folks, let's discuss the cost of celebrity. Is Angel Reese's attention-seeking behavior truly worthwhile? It's time to dissect it. Let's start by discussing cold, hard money. Indeed, controversial posts may receive more likes than a scoreboard in overtime, but do they genuinely cover the costs? As it happens, they sort of do, or at least they did. Prior to this entire catastrophe, Reese had endorsement partnerships with major brands like Amazon, Beats by Dre, and Reebok. The estimated value is a cool $1.80 million. It's not too bad for a 22-year-old, is it? Here's the problem, though. Those profitable alliances, they are now precariously on the verge of collapse. Companies aren't exactly lining up to be linked to controversy. Reese seems to have just mishandled the bag, and she's currently frantically trying to get better.